Currently, I'm working on an original creature catching game called Buddymon. I've been talking about it for a while, so you're probably familiar with it, and today I wanted to show off some of the concept art for it. We're getting super close to showing actual gameplay, but until that's polished and ready, here's a look at some of the behind the scenes art from multiple stages of development. Okay, so this is a concept art sheet for one of the Buddymon, Omanoth. He's a dark air type based on the Mothman, and he stalks the secluded forests at night. Almost all Buddymon have a concept art sheet like this that shows their design and personality in detail for when it's eventually time for us to model and animate them. Orelon, Buddymon's setting, is heavily based on the West Coast United States. Its many towns and environments all draw upon real-life cultures and history, and specifically the one on screen right now, which is named Opalus Bay, draws upon California's seaside Spanish Revival architecture. To catch a Buddymon, you'll use something called a charm or buddy charm. Much like a Pokeball, this is a device that humans invented to capture and befriend the many monsters that roam the land. We did a lot of exploration in the concepts for different types of charms that are used around the world, like fishing lures or even charms used by sports stars. It's a bit too early to talk about the breeding mechanics in Buddymon, but one thing I can say is that we've done a plethora of concepts for unique species eggs for Buddymon. It's something the Pokemon anime did and I always loved, and I really want to include it in our game. So much of Buddymon is based around my youth growing up in the western United States, and that inspiration even trickles down into some of the aesthetic decisions for items. Potions look like old western alcohol bottles, while burn heals and other status healing items are inspired by the many salves I would use at scout camp for when I fell in poison ivy every day. Even something as mundane as a repel takes visual inspiration from the mosquito bug spray that was a necessity whenever I went camping. The last bit of concept art I'll show is for some various item ideas. These don't really have a set category, but these are some fruits which you'll be able to scavenge in the game, as well as a special mineral with some interesting properties you'll be able to figure out for yourself.